Hello everyone. Today I'll just um, simple how to get fast at VBLD um, for beginners. So I assume that you know full OP and that you can obviously solve the cube blind without any mistakes. So on this video I'll focus more on the execution part. Has the memory is something that can be improved just by trying to improve your vocabulary or your gallery of images, trying to memorize faster, to know well your scheme, and obviously where the piece goes. So for BD, there's only a few ways to get faster without having to switch to another method. And those ways are integrating parallels into your solves. Like that, you will solve 2 pieces at a time, and you could kind of easily cancel moves and avoid cases that might annoy you. So let's say you have say you want to shoot at this piece, then on this one you will do the alpha, then the run. So what you did is just swapping those two with those two corners, then bringing those two corners back with those two edges, which result in an U-curve. So by doing so you could easily solve those two cases, for example those two or those two or those two, or any pieces that are one move away from each of those 3 slots, including the layers that can be with half face moves. So yeah, if you want to solve, for example, the UI piece, so your piece, then the UF piece, instead of doing the UPerm then the Alperm, you could do the UPerm where you have the opposite sticker here, so the UAperm. And the arc that you use, it doesn't matter, you could use the could use whether the RU to G RU or the MU1 or the one that the one that is in that way where you do like something this. So something you should definitely avoid when starting using the advanced OP or just using more arcs is trying to first look for no set of cases where you don't have any set of moves to do, then cases where you have one set of moves or two or 3, or don't try to go over 3 set of moves per target. For example, if you want, there's one here, and or no, I'll try to do like the things that get just simple, like this one or this, or you know, or this. For example, here you just do. So a good way to make sure that you get the orientation right is trying to see that the sticker you want to shoot at is the same as the sticker of the place after you set it up to the U layer, like this. So this one we like you just saw this piece by doing null prime, but you have this piece here, so you just have to do this. That way you do one single move to set up the both targets, and you will have to do one of the two U-perms, either from the back, from the front, or from the sides. So you will obviously never get one from the sides, as the buffers here. You could obviously get here or here, but that can be easily set it up just by doing small L prime, small F prime, small B, or you know. So for this case, you just have to do small L, then you have UR to UL to UF, doing the UA prime. And you could obviously get cancellations the most of the time, depending on the alg you use. So let's all set up another case, another example. So here you want to swap UR with FL with DB. So the first thing you need to consider is setting up the first target normally, especially, and by normally I mean that you don't really pay attention to the place of the second one, except if it's in a place where by doing a single set of move for the first target could make your life harder for the second one. So here I can freely move with the setup moves, even the F one. So I could just put it here, and luckily it's the correct one, as office stickers are the same. For this one, as this sticker is oriented, I just have to do a double move here, and I will get this I call UR to UL to UB. So the count the UB perm from the back. Then you just have to undo the set of moves. So to make it simple, just have to think that you want to, for example, for the UB perm, have to think that you want to place to set it up your edges either on either on UL or UF, or if you want, you know how to do it from the back, UB or L or UF UB, if you kind of the person who do the perm from its angle, both your perms, or So you so UF to UL. You don't have, and you certainly know it, but you don't have to memorize where the third piece goes, as you will know 100% that it will end up on the buffer position, and could just look for where it goes and what pieces is at this position. For example, oops, that's not good. So in this example, you have so UR to UL to DB to BL to UF. Then so you have only one cycle. So the way to deal with it using U-perms is obviously trying to solve this piece and this piece. So here you see that this one here, and it's like this. So you just have to do B2 setup moves, and this cycle will be UR to UL to UB, doing the backward, the UB perm from the back. Then you enter the setup moves. So as you can see, you solve those two pieces at once. Then you will end up with BL to UF to UR. So for this case, it's one of the one move setup. Case with one move setup, where you use the U-perm. Excuse me. And you just have to one. So let's do a quick scramble. It's only scramble. There you go. So here you have you want to solve sure. UR to UF to BR. So little cycle, we have this sticker. So instead of doing just one move, you will see that this sticker is not the same as this one. I mean that those two, because if you do the U-perm, like one of the two U-perms, you get this piece and those two pieces misoriented, and that's not what you want. So you'll add one more set of moves, or no, I mean you'll just go for a 2 move setup. So it's like if you normally solve this sticker using the regular OP, and in this case you will have the UB perm. So UR to UF to UL. then you enjoy your setup moves. And so next thing you have this, so the DL2FR. So this, and then you so one thing, make sure that you get your setup moves right. I don't say that you should like look for every setup moves for every single pieces, because we would go over 512 cases, and that's not something you would look for even if you're an intermediate blind solver. So here you are to the F to the R. So for this case you can just do a D prime to move both places and do this. So you'll get the UA prime, so UR to UL to UF. Then you'll have UR to DB to to the RU, so you end up with a cycle break with 2 misaligned pieces. The other one is here. So yeah, you just have to do this. But as you saw, you moved this sticker here, so it's not good. I'll just have to do this, place it here. Then you see that this sticker is here, so you just have to put it here. And you will end up with the cycle UR to UF to UL, to the UB prime. And you have 2 stickers to swap. So now is another thing you need to consider is using pure EP, pure EO algs. That will kind of avoid doing like shooting to a sticker, then shooting to the other sticker of the same piece. So the algs are, so the first one, I'm pretty sure you already know it, so it's MU 3 times. Then the mirrors, so 4 times, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you do, or you can, if you don't want to regrip, you can just cancel the 4th U, so it will leave those 2 here, and then you do again, then you do a U, so you end up normally, but you do an extra U. So instead of doing this, then doing the 2, you keep the 2 like this. Or you can do a set moves and do the arc that flip those 2, which is prime U and prime U 3 times, and prime U2, prime U and prime U, so 3 times, and a U again. The next one is the one that flip 2 adjacent edges. So in this case, UR and UB. So you do R, the sexy move, then small R prime, U2, RU, U prime, R2, U2, small R. So it's basically like the the other case where you have two misoriented edges mixed with an U perm. Yeah, and you can also do by doing an M prime or mixing the first U and the M prime, the beginning, to flip those two instead of those two, which is that you will just start with a small R instead of R. So when you get cases like this one, don't be afraid to in this case it's too hard. I'll try to do normal OP. Try to do like if you will do free OP so permutation. I mean technically it will be the inverse of it, as you will do permutation first. So here you have UR to UL to FU, but you'll execute it as UR to UL to UF, so the UA firm. Then you will end up with this target flipped that you will solve. So another example is so this one. So it's UR to LU to UF that you will execute it as UR to UL to UF, doing an UA perm again. Then you'll have to flip those two, but as you see, none of them are in the buffer. So what you'll do is do the mirror of the one where you have the pieces on the front. So you could also do a U prime and execute it if you have difficulties mirroring analog. And that works for every edges, for example, every cases. For example, if we have those two, you could either do this is to have this, or this one, or this is just a personal preference. So there's nothing much to say else about getting faster on edges when using OP, because all the rest are something that you pretty much see by yourself, and most of the things are things that you will learn and discover when learning a more advanced method such as M2, Turbo, or U2, or even like Boomerang, or now for corners it's based on the same principle. So instead of using U perms, you will use A perms, and so you could either use the one that cycle in this order, the one cycle this order, or this one, this one, this one. So you have like so you have 8 cases that you can obviously manipulate it at your design. So you won't have to restrict yourself to this one and this. And this one also. You could also the mirror from the back, or the mirror on the diagonal axis. It's which is the mirror of the mirror on M of the mirror S. I hope you understand. Right. So let's set up like a basic case with no setup mouse. So let's say so in this case you have UBL to ULB to URB. So in this case you could do a simple A perm from the left. Or if you would have the other way, so UBL to URB to ULF. Just do the inverse, so which is the AB perm, sorry. And same thing applies for cases where you cycle those three pieces. So UBL to UFR to URB. Same thing as same thing for cycling those three pieces, and so on. So let's take an example. Let's say you want to cycle UBL to DFR to URB. So what you'll do is just a double face move set of moves. So F2, and you will get the AA perm from the left. Then undo your set of moves. You can also have cases like this. So UBL to IFU to VRD. So cases like this one are complicated when you actually see that something where you actually misorient the positions of the pieces. In this case, you just have to do one move set up to get this position oriented, and for this one, only one. But you will obviously get is either easier and harder, or the same difficulty as this case. So the cycle here will be UBL, and it will become UBL to ULF to URB, and undo your set of moves. An advice that I strongly recommend to you is to go soft on the set of moves. What I mean is, don't try to straight go for cases where that involve 4+ moves, especially if it's 4+ moves for each target. So you'll end up with 8+ moves targets, which can be hard to track, and in a certain way would need a lot more thinking, and that might generate errors and make your solve slower, and might make it fail. So try to first look for no setup moves cases, then one, two setup move cases, then try to not go for further than 2 in cases where there's 2 certain moves per pieces, or even 3 if you feel to. Try to go for 1, 2, or at most 4 in total. Then if you feel comfortable, you can try to go for like 5, 6. After over 6, it's better to use just a regular OP, unless you want to go to do the big jump from OP to freestyle, which isn't a good thing when you just started. So for example, for cases like this one where you have UBL to DFR to RBD. This gets so 1 move here to solve this. So have this sticker. So if you put it like this, you will get it mismounted, and that's not what I want. So just in 2 moves more. So with 3 moves total set of moves, you will get UBL to ULF to UFR perm. So and you undo your set of moves. So the next thing is when you have to deal with mismounted pieces that are obviously placed. So for example, so instead of doing like 2 perms, you could set it up to have the per CO case. So in this case, either the Chameleon or T case, we have both UD stickers pointing in the opposite direction, and that to solve this one, you so a soon, then a lefty soon, which looks like this, so you can recognize it with those 2 stickers the same, the 2 white sticker or white, yellow, or whatever is your UD stickers pointing different. That you have this sticker which is belong here, and this sticker which is belong to whether they face for example. And the same thing when you have cases like where you want to flip this one, so you don't have to do a tuner setup to get it to the previous case. You could just do a rotation, then apply it, and undo your rotation or your move. And same thing apply for the one with the headlights case or U case, where the UD stickers pointing the same direction, where you have the other command sticker pointing in opposite direction. So for this case, you just have to do lefty soon, lefty anti soon, then righty anti soon. and oops, lol. That was never mind. So, no. And when you get some cases where you have more than, or you want to deal with more than one corner target to flip, you can do one of the basic pure CO case where you solve like this, and you get this sticker here, or when you do like so. I assume you already know it, but I'll still show it. So when you want get cases like this and you want to use this arc or the inverse, wherever you are, make sure that you get all the 3 corners in the U layer or the L layer, depending. Depending on how you generally orient the corners, or if you do like this way. Oops. That's personal preference. So as I said, everything you need to know that will make you faster using full API. So if you have any questions, any suggestions, or anything that you didn't understood in the video, or about just general VLB solving, or about a method, then just tell me in the comments. I will answer it to apply to answer to your question. Thanks for watching and bye.